Every week in government is tough. I'll tell you that there are only weeks that are more tough, and I would agree with you that this has been a very difficult week for the United Democratic Party. And I don't want to get into too much of that position. I will only say that I support my colleague Minister Saldivar in trying to clear his name in this situation. And I will tell you also that while I support him, I support the Prime Minister in trying to make sure that our party, and more importantly the government, is on the up and up. And I support his judgment in making the call, as did Minister Saldivar. If you recall, he put out a post to say that he respected the decision of the Prime Minister and that he's cooperating. And I hope that in the time that the Prime Minister seeks the clarification that he needs, that that clarification will come for Minister Saldivar's sake. But I support my colleague despite any differences that people might want to see. He is my colleague, and I support him 100% in his aim to try to clear his name.
So doesn't this prove that men are infallible?
Corruption is going to happen anywhere you go once there are human beings involved. And in fact, you've heard me on the topic before to say that yes, there are corrupted politicians, but there are also corrupted people in the electorate. I'll give you an example, Daniel. I was called by one individual yesterday to say, oh, the customs are raiding my house, and I said, well, what are they looking for? They said, well, we have some contraband stuff here, some beer and everything. So what is it that you expect me to do about that? The individual wanted me to get involved and to call somebody and to stop that because I supported you, and I'm saying there are pressures coming from people in the electorate out there, and some of it seems very simple. I want to go to free zone. You can't get me a pass when you know you don't belong in the free zone. Or they are giving a parking ticket. Can you get this ticket written off for me? There are numerous things. People asking you for money on a daily, large sums of money. I'm going to jail tomorrow. You could give me $2,000, make I not go to jail. Where is it that politicians are to get these money from? And anybody would dish out that kind of money involving or something, because the salaries that politicians make, while some will argue is a good salary, it's not the kind of money that you could do all of this kind of stuff with. So yes, there are these temptations, but we maintain that what makes the United Democratic Party different from any other political party is what we do when that corruption is proven and the facts are given. And that is what sets us apart. It's not that corruption is not happening, it is what is done. And if you check the record of the Prime Minister, the Right Honorable Prime Minister, you will see that every time he is confronted with these situations and he's given the kind of evidence and facts that he's able to do something, he tries to be fair to all parties concerned, but he acts. And you might not be satisfied with the extent to which he acts. You might say that there's a lot to be desired in what he could do, but you cannot deny that he has acted. And that is a far cry different from how the PUPs operated in government.
I'm glad